Whether we like it or not, we all have habits that have developed into routines, whether it be good habits or bad habits, healthy habits or unhealthy habits. And you have to sit down with yourself and reflect and dissect your routines, dissect your daily habits, and figure out whether you have daily healthy habits or daily unhealthy habits. Hi, angels. Welcome and welcome back to me, my thoughts, and I with Esther Brady. On this podcast, I share about my life, my thoughts, and things I go through in my day-to-day life. I share about my journey of building my faith in God, self-development, self-discovery, self-growth, and self-improvement. I hope you feel loved and welcome here. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you haven't heard, you're amazing, you're beautiful, or handsome, and everything is working out for your good. Just have faith and put in the work, and everything will come together beautifully for you. I hope you're able to take something away from this week's episode. Don't forget to follow, like, and leave a review. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And don't forget, I love you so much. And let's get right into this episode. Hi, Angel. Welcome and welcome back to another episode of Me, My Thoughts and I podcast. It's your host, Esther Brady. And I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful, fantastic day. Today, there will be no preambles, there will be no favorites, there will be no weekly recap. We're getting straight into today's podcast episode. So let's get right into it. In today's podcast episode, I'll be talking about how to create healthy habits. Now, whether we like it or not, we all have habits that have developed into routines, whether it be good habits or bad habits, healthy habits or unhealthy habits. And you have to sit down with yourself and reflect and dissect your routines, dissect your daily habits, and figure out whether you have daily healthy habits or daily unhealthy habits. Now, if after you sat with yourself, you've dissected your routine, you have intricately reflected on your daily routine and the things you do day in, day out, some things that you don't even know that they become habits overnight, and you realize, oh, I have some unhealthy habits. Oh, there's some healthy habits I want to add into my life. In today's podcast episode, I'll be giving you some steps and tips and tricks as to how to create your own healthy habits. So yeah, guys, let's get right into this episode. Now, my first step is to start small. It's so easy for us to want to realize that we want to add new things into our life, and we just want to go in at 100% and just say I want to lose 50 billion kg today and blah 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 blah. No, no. Start small so you do not overwhelm yourself. Start with small, simple, manageable goals that you can do daily that will not overwhelm you, that will not make you feel like your whole life is turning upside down, because we humans are creatures of habits. We get used to things, and when it feels like we don't feel safe, our brains, the function of our brain is to make us feel safe. And when it feels like we're not safe, whatever habits we are trying to add into our life that makes us feel unsafe, your body will react negatively to that habit, whether you like it or not. So instead of immediately saying, oh, every day of the week I want to be exercising for 3 to 4 hours, how about you start small? How about you say, I want to go on a walk for 10 minutes a day? Something small, something manageable, nothing too much, nothing crazy, and you start building up from there. But the main thing is to start small. Do not overwhelm yourself. My next tip is to set clear and specific goals. Define what you want to achieve. You decide. Making a decision can be hard, especially when it comes to creating a better life for ourselves. So just be clear on your goals, be specific, set smart goals, define exactly what you want to achieve. By the end of the month, I want to be exercising 3 times a week. Simple, achievable, specific. At the end of the month, I want to be exercising 3 times a week by 5 p.m. Even more specific. Make sure the goals and the things you want to achieve and the healthy habits you want to add into your life are very specific. Don't just say, I want to get fit. How do you want to get fit? What will you do to get fit? Like, saying you want to get fit is a hop in the air kind of goal. Like there's no how to the goal. Like how do you want to get fit? There's no how to the goal. My next tip is to make a plan. Outline how you want to incorporate the new habit into your routine. Just making a plan can be very, I don't even know what word to use. Like we are all used to making plans, especially if you're a planner like me. I can make plans from morning to night, but above making a plan, it's taking the action. But for some people, there needs to be a plan. For someone like me, there needs to be a plan. How do I want to incorporate this thing into my life? Or why do I want to incorporate this thing into my life? Whenever I'm making a plan, my plan consists of my why and my how. So it is up to you to decide why you want that thing and how you want to incorporate that thing into your life. I do not know how your life looks like. I do not know what you do day by day. I do not know what your lifestyle is, but you are the only person that can decide your why and your how for these healthy habits. My next tip is habit stacking. Tie your the new habits you want to add into your life to existing routines. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will stretch for 5 minutes. You are tying an existing habit to a new habit, and I hope we are all brushing our teeth. I hope. But it can be anything. Maybe after I drink a cup of coffee, I am going to journal. Or while I'm drinking my cup of coffee, I am going to journal. It can be after I get back from work, I'm going to go to the gym because you've already packed your gym clothes in your bag, making it easy for yourself to be able to go to the gym immediately after work. Habit stacking, making it easy. After I wake up in the morning, while I'm picking out my clothes to for work, I'm going to pick out my gym outfit and put it in my bag. So after work by 5 p.m., I can go to the gym. You see? Flow. Habit stacking. Yes, I love that. I love that example. My next tip is to be consistent. Rome was not built in a day. There is nothing good that comes easy. You need to be ready to take it step by step, day by day, and know that you will experience setbacks. It is normal. It will happen. It is part of life. Like there's nothing you do in this life that you not experience setbacks. Just make sure that even if you fall down, the goal is to get up again, to be consistent. There's nobody that will tell you that you will not fail along this journey. You will, but what matters is getting up after you fail. What matters is picking yourself up, dusting yourself up, and moving on. I recently watched a short clip of Kevin Hart and Chloe Bailey, and he was saying that what distinguishes winners from losers is that winners they get up after they fall down, and failures they tend to just stay down and never get back up. What matters is getting back up and being consistent and putting in that effort day in, day out, no matter what, regardless. Like, no matter what happens, just making sure that you're putting in that effort that is required of you day in and day out. My next tip is to track your progress. An habit tracker will do so many good things for you. It keeps you accountable. You can see what you want to achieve. Seeing is believing, whether you like it or not. Seeing is believing. When you see that thing, it's more like obvious as to what you want to achieve. So have a habit tracker, track your progress. Did I do it today? Did I do it yesterday? Those kind of things, just track your progress, and so you can be affirming yourself that, oh, I did it today, that means I can still do it tomorrow. It's just a way to boost your morale. Yeah. My next tip is to create a positive environment. Surround yourself with cues and reminders of the habits you want to implement into your life. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with positive digital, like positive social media people. The people around you, make sure that they are positive. If you know this person will not help you along this journey of creating your healthy habits, how about you shift from great? What about you shift for the person for the while as to when you are still unstable in creating that habit? My next tip is to celebrate your small wins. It's so easy to not. celebrate yourself and see the small wins as things that don't really matter, but your small wins matter. If it is that you woke up early, 30 minutes early that day, it matters. Celebrate yourself. Maybe get yourself a cup of coffee, maybe get yourself some pastries, like whatever it might be. Celebrate yourself and celebrate the small things that you did that day. Maybe what you did was did one stretch movement. It matters. I'm serious. It really, really matters. And the more you celebrate yourself, the more you feel positive, the more you want to keep on doing that action. My next tip is to be patient with yourself and forgive setbacks. Like I said earlier, it's you will fall back. Like, let's not be deceived. At times you will fall back, and it's so easy to not want to continue after just one setback. But how about you see that setback, take the lessons from that setback and keep on going? How about you do not punish yourself for it? Just keep on going, forgive yourself, and just move on from whatever setback you might have had. Take the lessons from that setback and do not repeat it again. And that is what really matters. And my last tip is to build accountability. Have people around you that hold you accountable, that hold you higher. Have people around you, maybe they also want to do those healthy habits with you, that you can include in the process of creating that habit for yourself. Having accountability is one of the best ways to create new things for yourself. Even if you're trying to start a business, for example, having accountability really helps. Like someone that can tell you that, have you called the person that's supposed to do this for you? Like, have you done this? People that genuinely and truly have your back. It really helps, and it really, really matters. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast episode. I hope you were able to take something from this episode. In case you can hear the rain, I hope it just feels like a cooling, soothing sound effect for you. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next podcast episode. Bye, guys. Mwah. Hi, angels. Thank you for listening to another episode of me, my thoughts, and I hope you had a great listen, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to follow the podcast, make sure to leave a rating and a review. And if you want to see more of the podcast, follow on Instagram. And if you want to see more of me, also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you learned something, and I hope it was quite insightful and wonderful for you. And remember that you are wonderful and amazing. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys. Mwah.